What's going on, guys? Welcome back. NFL commentary for you this morning. Do me a favor, take a moment, like button. This afternoon. Do me a favor, though. Take a moment, hit the like button, subscribe button. Criticism in the comment section. Twitter, Shutdown Safety is my username. I don't normally watch pregame shows, but today I sure am glad I did because it was a drama-filled NFL Network this morning. Rapoport came out with a report regarding Peyton Manning's lack of interest in serving as a backup. And I don't know if this is irresponsible reporting or journalism or exactly what happened here, but I do know it set the show into a tailspin. Now, Rapoport never came out and said Manning refused to serve as a backup or had asked to be released. But it was that implication that he did not want to serve as a backup or have any interest in doing so. This literally caused every commentator on that show to erupt. Marshall Faulk actually said that it was such a serious allegation that he would not believe it until he heard it directly from Peyton himself. Steve Mariucci actually started to rip Peyton Manning for refusing to serve as a backup and then kind of backed off a little bit and questioned how accurate the report was. Now, to me, the only person that I really wanted to hear from was Kurt Warner, because you have to remember, Kurt got ousted for Mark Bulger. He goes and mentors Peyton's brother Eli in New York when they had a lost season. Then he goes and supposedly holds clipboards for Matt Ladder until he turns into a bust, and Warner basically drags Arizona to a Super Bowl. Now, this actually did get traction nationally. John Elway has responded to it. He didn't actually waste a whole lot of time in responding to it either, and said that Peyton has never told Gary Kubiak or himself that he didn't want to be backup, and any rumor or suggesting otherwise is not correct. Now, the interesting thing is, if you read between the lines on this, Rapoport never reported that Manning told the team he didn't want to be a backup. He just said that Peyton Manning doesn't want to be a backup quarterback. So it wasn't as if he was making a statement that he had went to the coach or went to the owners or went to the team and said this. He just basically came out with a broad brush and said Peyton Manning doesn't want to be a backup quarterback. Now, none of this really matters if Manning is not healthy to play right now, because like it or not, by default, by not being healthy, he's not going to be starting. But it would be a shock if Manning refuses to be a backup and makes some type of, I don't want to say, stand here, because he doesn't have a whole lot of clout in the situation. I don't think that he would walk off the team with, 2-3 games left in the season. There's no sign that he's been cleared to play quarterback anyway. But anybody with, the tiniest common sense can figure out that Peyton Manning really wouldn't want to be a backup, or he wouldn't want to have this secondary role. Why would you think that he isn't going to start a team at this point in his career? Obviously he's out there, he's chasing records for better or worse, whether you think that's the only reason he's playing or not. There's no real viable interest in Peyton Manning's case, in my opinion, for him to trounce around the league holding clipboards and trying to mentor and guide young quarterbacks. So if this is Kubiak's decision that Peyton doesn't play the rest of this year, and Peyton decides he doesn't want to do anything to be a starter, then he's going to go somewhere next year and possibly find a team that's willing to take him on. But I do know, if you watch this show, if you looked at what happened this morning, whether you love or hate Peyton Manning, he is going to be missed by fans and media when he finally hangs it up, and probably missed by Papa John's Pizza. But I know he has a lot of chains to carry that over. So I don't really want to know what you guys think about Peyton Manning. Should he retire? Should he not retire? I think everyone knows, if you watched him play, we respect the guy, the legacy he's put behind the game, and probably it is time for him to hang him up. But how do you feel about Peyton Manning not wanting to serve as a backup quarterback and basically demand to either be a starter or be let go? Love to know your opinions on it. Be back very shortly with more content. Thanks again for checking this video out.